Welcome back to Keto Ritual, and today we're going to be doing a quick cauliflower mash recipe. Stay tuned. For this recipe, you're going to need chicken broth, or if you're vegetarian, you can also do vegetable broth, whatever works best for you. And then we have cauliflower. This here is one head of cauliflower. If you want to do more than one, just double up this recipe, but basically it's 1 cup of chicken broth to 1 head of cauliflower. Most folks actually remove the green leafy goodness, but we're gonna go ahead and leave that here just to add some color and vibrance. Plus it's really good for you. Also, you're gonna need some real salt, some pepper, some butter. I'm not gonna use too much of that. And then cheese, and then at the end we're also gonna do green onions when plating it. Let's go ahead and get all this into the Instant Pot and get started. All right, so we're using I think it's called a trivet. This is the one that actually came with this. This is the 3-quart Instant Pot. I'm actually gonna be getting the 6-quart next week. In this scenario, I'm actually using a 3-quart. Same will apply regardless if you're using a 3-quart or a 6-quart though. I'm gonna use this trivet. If you have a different one, you can use that. I'm just gonna place that in there. We're gonna go ahead and put 1 cup of low sodium chicken broth, organic chicken broth. We're gonna go ahead and add the cauliflower in here, which we have quite a bit of. So that's the cauliflower. We're gonna go ahead and close this. Just make sure the pressure is locked. And you're good. So this isn't set up like the 6-quart, so it doesn't have manual. We're actually just gonna do it pressure cook mode. So we're gonna go over here first, and we're gonna go over to the pressure level. It's actually on off right now. So pressure cook 4, pressure level high, and that's pretty much it. So we just want to make sure that it's on pressure cook, right? And again, this is the 3-quart version. See now that it's on. So we're good. So it's on normal, high pressure, and for 4 minutes. Okay, let me just make sure. Yep, 4 minutes. And there we go. All right, looks like we are done. The 4 minutes is done. Just remember too, it's gonna take a little bit of time for it to build up pressure, but it is done. I'm just gonna do a quick release. There we go. Now, what we wanna do is make sure, as this is releasing, just watch for this. This needs to be down before you actually, just let all the steam come out basically. Don't want to burn yourself, so just be safe. We're just gonna let that sit and depressurize, and we'll be right back. As you can see right here, the little pin is down, so that means that's depressurized. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure it's good. All right, let's go ahead and open it. And there we have our steamed cauliflower. So the little rack underneath, you're gonna wanna pull it up. If you're using the one that has the handles on the side, it's gonna be a lot easier. I currently don't have one of those, so we work with what we got. So we're gonna add some stuff in here. So we're gonna do some butter. So we're gonna put some butter, but we're not gonna put a lot. We're gonna wing it here, but we're gonna do about a teaspoon. Yeah, and in the end, you can add more butter to your taste buds. Some cream cheese, probably about the same, probably about 1 teaspoon. I guess that could be 1 tablespoon. Let's say tablespoon. Tablespoon butter, tablespoon cream cheese. So we're gonna add just a little bit more butter. So it's teaspoon. So, all right, so 1 teaspoon butter, 1 teaspoon heavy cream. Let's go ahead and let's just get that underneath there for right now. A teaspoon of sea salt. Sprinkle that around. We're gonna add some pepper. And again, you can add like to your tasting, or half a teaspoon. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually mash this. So I'm just using a traditional masher for mashed potatoes. Makes sense since this is the mash. All right, so Just gonna use a masher that you would normally use for mashed potatoes, right? And we're just gonna start mashing away. Mashing. Alright. We'll leave it at that. We don't want to do too much because we don't want to turn it into a puree. So that's for another video. So we're gonna add about 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. Making a mess of it. And obviously, again, you can add more if you prefer, whatever's to your liking. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off this camera view here, and we're gonna plate this. So right back. All right, and this is the finished product here. Good old cauliflower mash. Doesn't that look beautiful? Smells really good.